Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're digging into a very disturbing case out of Michigan, the disappearance and death of 22-year-old, 39-week pregnant Rebecca K. Park, a woman who vanished after getting into a mysterious car outside her mother's home in Boon Township, only to be found 3 weeks later deep inside a national forest. There is a lot to talk about. There has been two people arrested, and how did all of this occur? Also, there is there is alleged that the baby may not have been with her. A lot to talk about on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 28th, 2025. It is currently 6:32 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. While you guys are filing in the live stream, if you would do me a solid for my live stream chat and for my replay crew, how are you? Do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up button. Would be so incredibly thankful of that. Also, share the live out for extra bonus points. Would mean so much. Guys, we're going to be talking about a case that we have been following in the 39-week pregnant woman, Rebecca K. Park, who has tragically been found unalive. And there have been 2 arrested so far, and I guess that's all at this point. There is a lot to go through. Guys, let me just say a few hellos in chat. Joanne, good to see you. Sherry, good to see you. Carol, M- Mousy, good to see you. Susan, uh, Mary Stevens, good to see you, my dear. Carol, Kim, who else do we got? LS, Chester, thank you so much. Ellen, hello. MJ, who else do we got? Jamie, hello. Gina, good to see you. Shell, Catherine, hello, darling. Sharon, good to see you. Jam to the jam, how you been, darling? Wanna be sleuthing something? Wanna be sleuthing something? Carol, Kim, good to see you. Susan, Tammy, hello. Good to see you all. Peggy, hello. Vivian, I love the name Vivian. Who doesn't like a Vivian? Sashaying on through. Hi, my name is Vivian. I love that. Hello, Pug. Good to see you. And who else do we got? My opinion, not yours. Hello. Who else do we got in here? Kim is a ladybug. MJ. Good to see everyone in here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm a little bit behind on this case. I've been so immersed in the Summer Wells case. But we're getting to this. I mean, this has just happened in the last 48 hours, but still, I'm usually like right on it, you know. And I'm going to be covering today, we're going to be covering Rebecca K. Parks' case. And then we're going to be going to Melody Buzzard. And I'm going to try to fit in a Jack and Lily Sullivan case that like later tonight. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. We'll be doing a Jack and Lily Sullivan. I've got some stuff I'm working on with that as well. Tina, thank you so much. New subscriber. Well, appreciate you, Miss Tina. Hope you enjoy it here. Make yourself at home. Everyone will treat you very good here. I promise you that. Lisa, hello. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. All right. So this is the case of 39 weeks pregnant. She was ready to have her baby. And now 2 lives are gone. 2 lives are gone. And 2 people are arrested at this point. So let me give you a little bit of a rundown on what we're kind of talking about here. Let me show you who Rebecca K is. Let me just show you a photo first of her. And then I'm going to, if you've never heard of this case, I'm just going to kind of give a rundown. I do this on all of them because some people don't know. Okay. So this is Rebecca K. Park. And she is, let me pull up my notes here. Before her disappearance in late October or early November of this year, she's 22 years old. She lived in Wexford County, Michigan. It's kind of close to it's like in Cadillac, Michigan, the Rust Belt, right? 39 weeks pregnant. Any day she's ready to give birth. She is staying between family members and homes, including her mother's house in Boon Township, Michigan. Rebecca's relationship with her deadbeat fiance, Richard Lee Falor, is known by all accounts of everyone that knew Rebecca and Richard, that it was a very rocky, unstable relationship, and that he was on rug concerns. You get me? Rug concerns. Um, Not to mention, it just saddens me. Let me just note this. It just saddens me that she's a 22-year-old beautiful girl who had her entire life ahead of her. And what happened? She's dead now. He is a registered S offender. Not only that, he was dating at one point Rebecca's mother. Rebecca's mother. Ladies, gentlemen, whoever, have more value in yourself. You deserve better. You deserve better. Um, okay. So very, very unstable, rocky relationship. Rebecca's younger sister, her name is Kimberly Park, is also in the family orbit, and tensions reportedly existed between the sisters. Remember that name. The last time anyone saw Rebecca alive was November 3rd, 2025. Approximately in the evening to later on in the night, Rebecca was last seen outside her home at the South 21 and a half Road in Boon Township. Now, she was reportedly told people that she was, quote, being picked up. That was what the original story was. And the mother said she got into a dark colored vehicle. And this is the last confirmed sighting of her alive. Rebecca, listen to this, had reportedly received about $2,000 of inheritance money around this time. And this is a very important detail for later. Okay. Now, $2,000 isn't a hell of a lot of money uh, by any standard, especially at the end of your, for a life, right? But, people's been killed for a lot less as well. But just remember that note. The next day on November 4th and November 5th, her family reported Rebecca missing. Family members called the Wexford County Sheriff's Office and reported Rebecca missing. The case immediately raised concerns because she's ready to pop any day. She is full term pregnant. She doesn't have a vehicle. She has very limited financial and physical mobility, even at that time. And the weather also in North Michigan of this time of year is freaking cold. And it can be, you know, below zero one day and sunny the next, and a little bit warmer, and rain and snow and all that in the same day. So the same time, okay. Uh, so this story starts gathering some attention in the days to come, and the search intensifies around November 11th during that week up until just about last week. Search teams, deputies, and family members began combing areas around Boone Township and two track roads, wooded areas, and how do you pronounce this? Is it Manatee? Manistee, sorry, Manistee. Manistee National Forest boundaries, because they live very close to that national forest. And this is very important to the case. Family gives interviews pleading for her safe return. Investigators state that they are following leads, but release very few details to the public. Now, in the court of public opinion, the entire time, people are all over Rebecca's fiance and Rebecca's mother. The sister, uh, people think she's a little sus, but nothing major. The turning point was just a couple days ago. Search crews, during allegedly a TikTok live, finds a female body in the Manistee National Forest in Boon Township. The location is remote, wooded, and difficult to access. And it's consistent with dump sites in northern Michigan. This is where, unfortunately, a lot of bodies are dumped. Authorities immediately believe it's Rebecca due to the location and the condition of her remains. The sheriff announces a body, quote, believed to be Rebecca was found. We're going to get to that in just a moment. They stop short of confirming her identity, pending autopsy and forensic works. However, the cause of death is not released, and there was no immediate arrest that day, November 26th, 2 days ago. The next day, two people are arrested. Fiancé Richard Lee Falor, 2 counts. They have charged him with 2 counts of methamphetamine delivery and a habitual offender enhancement. Again, these are not charges for Rebecca, but they charge them for something to get him in there, right? And his charges are at a $1 million bail. The arrest, too, is Kimberly Park. Yes, that's Rebecca's own sister. And she is charged with tampering with evidence and lying to police officers during a violent crime investigation and filing a false felony report. And her bond was set at $750,000. Their arraignment took place that same day, and the judge ordered the cameras off. No live stream, no audio, and no video. Media is told to observe but not record. Okay. They immediately do an autopsy on Rebecca, but they have not identified whether, you know, what's what at this point. They have not made that publicly available. There is we'll call it speculation at this time, and that people are saying that allegedly the baby was not with her, which, if that is true, sets off another why and how, right? Why and how. So these are actually both Rebecca. These are actually both Rebecca. Right here. Okay, so let's get to some things, y'all. This is one of the sisters that has been arrested, or this is the sister that's been arrested right here. Her name is Kimberly Sue Park. She is 1 year younger than Rebecca, 21 years old. This is her. And give me 1 second. Let me show you. Let me show you a picture of him right here. I'll show you a picture of him. I thought I had it pulled up, but I didn't. This is a photo of him right here. And it kind of makes me wonder, did they have something going on? This creep of a man, did they have something going on with him? You know what I mean? At the National Forest, they did find these are some photos that was released. There was some like clothing that was allegedly found. That looks like a screen of a window. There appears to be some clothing that looks like a phone case, and then some tire tracks.
That sounds like a very unusual.
Okay. God, my phone was listening to me. Did y'all hear that? That sounds like a very unusual thing. I was like, stop listening. Chris Watt. You think it reminds you of Chris Watts? Okay, here we go. So, I've got some audio here before we get to the news and all that. I want to show you some audio. It's about 39 seconds long. It was when they were taking them into the jail.
Yes, ma'am. We're getting route from the Wexford County Sheriff's Office to the Mount Pleasant Post, transporting one female for a polygraph. Copy file. Last is Bartholomew, Bartholommew. First is Courtney, Courtney. Middle is Marie, Marie. Female 102185, 102185, break for mileage. 11249. 11249.
Okay. So that was when they were taking him in to interview them. There most certainly are banjos in every single state in the great nation. You just have to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, do me a favor. If you have not yet hit that thumbs up button, would be very, very thankful if you would do so. Catherine, I want to make it clear the authorities have not said anything about the baby whatsoever. But allegedly, there are people that was at this search. And again, there was someone allegedly on a TikTok live when they found her, and they have said that they did not believe the baby was with her.
David Lyden with you.
But again, that is just speculation.
At our 9 and 10 News headquarters in Traverse City. Hopping on here with some breaking news that's coming into our newsroom right now. The family of Rebecca Park, her father is telling us that they have found her body in Wexford County. That's about all the details we have confirmed right now. So we'll kind of walk through really quickly what we don't know. And in this situation, there is a lot that we don't know. We know that she's been missing for about 3.5 weeks. We know she was pregnant at the time she disappeared from her home out in Boon in Wexford County. We do not know the status of her baby. She was 38 weeks pregnant when she disappeared. At this point, Rebecca would have been well past her due date. So we don't know the status of her body, the Wexford County, or of her baby, excuse me. The Wexford County Sheriff's Office has been investigating this case from the beginning, and they've sort of been tight-lipped recently, just because of the social media rumors that have been out there. It's sort of hindered their investigation, so we're not exactly sure really what's transpired from an investigative standpoint in recent weeks. Also, if you're watching right now, have any questions, we'll answer those as best we can. I'm watching the comments as they come in right now. But just to recap really quickly, Rebecca Park's father is telling us this afternoon that they have found her body in Wexford County. We don't know exactly where in Wexford County her body was found. We do know from right at the start of the investigation, her cell phone was found on a 2-track relatively close to the house where she was last seen. Earlier this month, she was apparently getting into an unidentified, unmarked, or not, excuse me, not an unmarked vehicle, but an unidentified vehicle with tinted windows. We really hadn't had a lot of information about what this vehicle might have been, who may have been driving this vehicle, or where she might have even been headed. We don't know even where her body was found in relative to where she was last seen, relative to her house, or where that cell phone was found. We
Okay,
do
we
know
now
that
know where she was
police have
found.
been
I'm going to show
working
you a
on number
map.
of tips. They established a specific tip line for that and for tips to come in. I'm just going to try to see if I can actually pull up that information that we got here, and I'll run through that really quick. We know they were looking in hospitals. They were looking anywhere they could to try to get any indication of where Rebecca might have been. Even hospitals across the country. We know that there were law enforcement, police agencies involved from outside the state of Michigan in this case. We don't know a possible motive here. We don't know any other really details at this point. Jody Meeson is on scene in Wexford County. Just saying, we might have got some more details. Just to recap too, really quick, that tip line, if you have any more information, because what's clear right now is there's still a lot of questions out there. That tip line is 231-306-2072. That's the tip line that the Wexford County Sheriff's Office had set up for information that they were looking for to try to get some details on what might have happened to Rebecca. So I got to hop off here really quick to get ready for our 5 o'clock show. We're hoping to have a few more details on 9 and 10 News at 5 on this, but the family of Rebecca Park, her father's telling our Jody Meeson, who's on scene in Wexford County, they have found the body of Rebecca somewhere in Wexford County. We know state police got involved this week. We're not sure what that may have done to spur
We're going to get to that,
spur this investigation along. Any new details? Again, motive not clear at this point. The status of Rebecca's baby, she's well past her due date.
I hope it's not for the $2,000. That's what I'm hoping. It's not. But we shall see. We shall see. Rebecca's bio mother has spoken out, and I'm going to show you some stuff on that shortly.
Older gentleman and a 20-year-old, some young boy came up and said that they needed help and wanted to show me a video. And we just had them take us to whatever the video that they wanted to show us. And the son, or the young boy, or the 20-year-old did not want the dad to go up, and asked if I could go up and see if it was a mask or if it was really somebody, and it was Rebecca.
Currently, the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, and the Michigan State Police Crime Lab are investigating that scene. The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks.
As you see, I got to get some more curtains.
Missy Waller recently moved into her.
Okay. We're going to go to that in just a second. Let me show you this.
Body of Rebecca Park.
So yeah, I guess it was a dad and a father who were out. I don't know if they were searching specifically for Rebecca, but they took a picture and then they got with one of the searchers, and then the searchers came there and they confirmed that indeed it was a human remains, and they believed that it was Rebecca.
Discovered in the Manistee National Forest.
Rebecca's fiance and sister are now behind bars as the death investigation widens. 21-year-old Kimberly Park now being held on a $750,000 bond, with the judge today calling her a flight risk.
Richard Falor, Rebecca's fiance, is being held on $1 million bond and being called a threat to the community. The charges come just a day after a body resembling Park was discovered by searchers in the Manistee National Forest. With police, as we we showed you last night at 5 o'clock, descending on that Boon Township property, making a series then of arrests.
Investigators telling us they can't confirm if it is in fact Park until an autopsy is performed, nor can they comment on the status of Rebecca's baby.
Yeah, we want to get right to Up North Live's Tony Lundy, following this story for weeks, and live tonight from the Wexford District Court with the latest on this case and reaction from Rebecca's adoptive mother.
And I mean, look at this is Michigan, right? It's November. A mother's not going to be, or a pregnant woman's not going to be out like this.
Well, Mark, Stephanie Park was inside the courthouse that's right behind me today to see both Rebecca's own sister and her fiance face a judge and charges related to her disappearance, but neither of them faces a charge directly related to her death yet. We are told the investigation continues, so additionally charges could come. But for now, Kimberly Park is charged with tampering with evidence, lying to police, and filing a false report. Rebecca's fiance, Richard Lee Falor, faces 2 meth delivery charges and a habitual offender enhancement that could bring a life sentence. The pair's arrest came
He's already a registered S offender.
after the discovery of Rebecca's body last night, bringing an end to what has been proven to be and continues a difficult time for those who knew and loved Rebecca.
Yeah, I would appreciate all the public to just...
Now, this is Stephanie Park. This is Rebecca's and Kimberly's adoptive mother. I can't imagine what she's going through. She also has Rebecca's other 2 children as well.
If you see me or the kids, just nod, but do not approach us.
Yeah.
I am not capable of doing that. I cannot hold it together for the kids yeah.
Investigators say that the autopsy has not yet been scheduled, and they are not commenting on the status of the baby Rebecca was believed to be carrying. Live in Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
It's very interesting. They're not speaking on the baby, right? And to me, that what we've heard and what the police aren't saying is very interesting to me, because why wouldn't you say something about the baby? Oh, she was 39 weeks. I see you. 39 weeks. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, she was absolutely pregnant. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Let me show you this real quick. This was a little bit of the hearing. Oh, it really is, yeah. Oops, maybe.
Person at the jail, please state your name for the record.
Kimberly Park.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, both here in the courtroom for the meeting.
I mean, this either had to do, in my opinion, with money or love. One or the other. Or rugs, but I don't see it.
Yeah. And those on Livestream, the court has an ethical duty to make sure that the defendants in these cases are able to obtain a fair trial. The court is well aware of the publicity that this case has received across the country and perhaps around the world. So in order to protect the defendant's interests in this case, the court is going to take the courtroom off of Livestream, and we will only deal with what is here in the courtroom.
I think that's bullshit. Why take it off? How does this affect her hearing? You could say that about any hearing. Then don't make any of them public then. Does it affect every hearing? Oh, it could be jealousy, yeah, but I mean jealousy would be because of, in my opinion, love interest or something like that.
I'm also ordering that any media present not live stream the proceedings. The court has no way to protect that anything that is being live streamed is not out there for perpetuity. So for those reasons, I'm not authorizing you to live stream. You can record and cut and paste and put a story together, but I am not authorizing a live stream.
So there's that. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Appreciate you, Mama Sita. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate you. My favorite human on YouTube. What you stand for, Justin. Keep being funny, serious, to the point, and sarcastic. Thank you so much, Sue. That is so sweet. And that made me laugh. Thank you so much. That's me. That's definitely. Yes, that's funny. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate your support very, very much. Yeah, you can tell they're sisters. You really can. Okay. What else do we got here? I want to show you. Damn, why is it? Okay. Let me show you where she was found as well. I'm going to show you hold on. Authorities have confirmed that both fiancé and sister Rebecca K were taken into custody late last night. At this time, specific charges have not been disclosed. According to earlier reports, she was allegedly observed entering. Okay, we know that part. Despite not having a close relationship with. Okay, following Rebecca's disappearance, Courtney sent a series of urgent text messages to Richard Lee Falor, the father of Rebecca's unborn child and Courtney's former partner. Despite not having a close relationship, the messages appeared frantic, including such statement as, "Call me back ASAP. Rich, it's Courtney. Call me back. Dude, call me. Your old lady took off with some dude in a black car." In the days immediately following Rebecca's disappearance, her cell phone was recovered on a nearby road located by her mother's home. The discovery, combined with earlier inconsistencies, has led to an ongoing speculation surrounding Courtney's involvement or knowledge prior to police locating Rebecca. But Courtney has not been named a suspect or even a person of interest, which has truly been surprising for me, in my opinion. Don't you think? Thank you so much, Casey. Really do appreciate you, my dear. All the key players have been on. Really, really. What a mess. What a mess. What do you guys think about the stepmom who know about this case? What do you guys think about her? I just don't get this. I don't know. I don't get this good feeling at all. Like at all with her. I feel like she's maybe I should just be quiet about it. That would probably be the best thing to do. Okay, here we go. Let me show you this right here.
The adopted mother of Becca Park breaking her silence for the first time since Becca's disappearance weeks ago. Stephanie Park was Becca's adopted mother along with her younger sister, Kimberly, and an older brother when Becca was just 1 year old. 9 and 10's Jody Meeson now on why Park.
Maybe not involved, but what do you think about, did she know more, do you think? It's a huge mess with all them.
Park says she needed to say something.
Adam, Stephanie Park says she's speaking out today, breaking her silence. She says she's Becca's real mom, having raised her since she's a baby. She says she's been silent to protect her family, but she wants people to know that she had a family that loved her dearly, and they're devastated.
She had some mental illnesses and some troubles. She was a loving person, but she had her problems. She deserves to be remembered as the sweet girl that she was.
Park says some of the last conversations she had with Becca was on Halloween, discussing trick-or-treating as well as wishing one of her kids a happy birthday. She says Becca has 2 young children, ages 3.5 and 2 years old, in her care, adopted along with Kimberly's daughter, who is close to 1 year old.
She knew she was not able to take care of him, care of the boys. So she wanted him to be raised like she was raised in the home she was raised in, with the same loving parents.
She says she was silent to keep them away from being traumatized, but she wanted people to know Becca came from a good home.
They were brought up in a middle-class family in a very nice situation. They have grandparents, they have siblings, they have aunts and uncles and cousins.
Park says what's made this more
I feel horrible for her. This woman has been through so much, taking care of her grandkids, trying to keep her, her adoptive kids in line and all of that. It's been a lot.
difficult is the recent arrest of Richard Falor, Becca's fiancé, and her sister Kimberly Park on charges connected to the case. Park says she's been in communication with the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, and they're doing a good job. Everyone needs to stop with the hate online and let them do their work.
They have way more information than what is out there because they need to make a very solid case. They did not stop working on this. This has never been pushed to the side. There has been hundreds of police officers looking for her and doing everything they can behind the scenes.
Park says that she appreciates all the well wishes, but she's hoping that people will respect her privacy as they go through this difficult time, especially if they see her in public with the little ones, to please not approach her. For now, in Wexford County, Jody Meeson, 9 and 10 News.
All right, thank you, Jody. And here's what we know so far about what happened to Becca. Becca was 38 weeks pregnant when she disappeared on November 3rd. Her biological mother said she saw her get into an unidentified car, and Becca's phone was later found on a 2-track in Boon Township. A search party, including Becca's biological dad, said they found her body Tuesday about 2 miles from Becca's biological mom's home. We don't know the status of her baby. Becca's fiancé, Richard Falor, and her sister, Kimberly Park, were arrested shortly after the body was discovered. Northern Michigan's news leader is following this case every step of the way, and look for the latest here on air and on 9and10news.com.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart, man. It's a really sad situation that, one second. What is this? Okay. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I need to catch you guys up on. She was missing a full 21 days. That's 3 weeks. And, being 39 weeks pregnant, that would have put her over. People were just hoping that she was just, burning off some steam, that she was just upset but tragically, it's not what happened. It's not what happened. I don't know how big the National Forest is there, but it's pretty big. Here's an updated photo of the 2 demons right there. And you can tell, like, if you've seen other photos of him, he's definitely lost the weight with the mathematics that he's been on. You know what I mean? Definitely. Looks like a werewolf. They're both being held in Wexford County jail as the medical examiner performs an autopsy on the woman found earlier this week. The arrests have not been connected to the discovery of the body, but the bail set by the judge in the case is unusually high given the offense, right? Her bond was $750,000. His bond was $1 million. Police in Michigan arrested both the sister and the fiancé of Rebecca Park in the hours after the body matching that of the missing pregnant woman was discovered in the how do I say it? I said it earlier. I can't say it now. Manistee. Okay. I always want to say Manatee, like Manatee County. Okay. Kimberly, who was arrested and booked into custody at the Wexford County Jail on the early morning of November 26th, that was 2 days ago, in court later that day, was arraigned on charges of tampering with evidence, lying to police officers, and filing a false report, according to records. Falor, which is the fiance, was taken into custody at the same facility as Kimberly, was arrested at 7:30 p.m. the 25th. So he was arrested first and arraigned the following day on 2 counts of delivering methamphetamine. Records show his bail set for $1 million. Yeah, they're not keeping him in jail or his bond for $1 million for methamphetamines. In a previous interview with WWTV, Falor said that he and Rebecca had gone to the hospital the day before she went missing because they thought she might be pregnant. Me and my mom and sister, we've all been calling the hospitals. I just want to know that she's safe. He knew that she was pregnant. He knew that she was pregnant. But look at him here. Watch this interview, guys. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh my God, we got a new member. How you doing? Casey K, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you, baby. How you been? Thank you so much. Casey K, coming in club. Appreciate you, Well, welcome Casey K as our newest family member. Look at this. Werewolf looking, RSO looking meth head.
Every time my phone goes off, I look at it. Every time a car goes by my house, I look out the window.
Dude, you haven't been charged with unaliving her yet, but I have a strong suspicion that why you could possibly be arrested
Thinking it's
already.
going to be her.
Richard Falor says he's been a mess since Becca disappeared. He says she was last seen getting into the passenger seat of a dark-colored vehicle at her biological mother's house on South 21 and a half Road in Boon Township.
Becca told her, said, hold on, I got somebody picked me up. This is just something I got to do. I'm sorry. A black sedan car pulled up. Becca got out of the car, out of her mom's car, and got in the black sedan, and nobody's heard from her since.
Falor says she never told anyone who was picking her up and has no idea who she left with. His heart sank when he found out her cell phone was later
Yeah, I think People Magazine got that wrong there because they knew they were
discovered near the home where she was last seen.
Her phone was found on a 2-track across the street from her mom's. And anybody that knows Becca, she don't go nowhere without her phone.
He says it's upsetting they can't
She deserves so fucking much
track
better
her,
than that guy.
and he can't try to keep communicating with her now. He says it's just not like her. They're inseparable.
Me and her's been together for a little over 2 years.
He literally has one tooth in his head.
And even
One.
when she's
right
not
there.
around me,
Just pull it. Get you some nice teeth, dude.
She's always in contact with me.
Nothing
Falor
wrong with
says
that.
he's worried for Becca and their unborn son. Her due date is November 18th, but Falor is concerned she could go into labor sooner. He says Sunday night they went to the hospital thinking she was in labor. At that time, she was dilated 1 centimeter.
Me, her mom, her sister, we've all been calling the hospitals. I just want to know that she's safe. Our son is safe.
Falor says Becca was last seen wearing a black coat, light blue jeans, a pair of gray shoes, and had a black bag with her. She's 5'2", weighing 140 pounds. If you see Becca, please call the Wexford County Sheriff's Office.
So that was the interview he gave previous, saying that he misses her and he's so worried and all of this bull crap. Darcy, where have you been, girl? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, been in the hospital 2 weeks. Second back operation went well. Rehab and coming home this week. Took you with my nurses. Love you. Missing my profile. We love you, Darcy. Good to see you, honey. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate you. I'm glad you're healing okay. Keep your energy up and keep strong. They did find her green eyes. The police will not comment on if the baby was found, though, and there is rumor, I'll say, or speculation, according to allegedly some of the individuals that found her, that the baby may not have been with her. And that makes me wonder, because sometimes, sometimes they can give what they call coffin birth, but the baby should still be there. The whole left in a black SUV sounds like yeah. Island time. I agree. Hey, Canadian, good to see you. Angel of Light. Marla, hello. So, yeah. It's a crazy one. It's a very, very crazy one. They should have, in my opinion, I forgot to show you this. I forgot to show you this. Hold on. Check this out. Okay.
At approximately 2:16 p.m., a body was discovered in the Manistee National Forest not far from here. Currently, the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, and the Michigan State Police Crime Lab are investigating that scene. The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks, a young lady that went missing on November 4th, and we are currently actively investigating that. So if you have anything you want to say, or if there's any questions.
You said appears to look like her?
Yes, appears to resemble. It resembles Rebecca Parks.
So you're not saying for sure that it is Rebecca Park?
We cannot confirm until the autopsy is performed.
What about the clothing she was wearing? Was that similar to the clothing she was described leaving? I know there was 2 descriptions, but
we can't answer that.
Yeah, no comment on that.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the area that she was found in, this body was found in, was it one of the areas that had already been searched by police or from that group?
It was not searched by that group. It was no formal search party in that area. Citizens were searching it today, and they found the body.
well, that area had been searched just by people in general, don't you think?
Yes, I think so.
And there's been a lot of hunters out in the areas.
That's correct.
Do you believe that this body may have been placed there recently?
I don't have any comment on that at this time.
This is a very active investigation. There's a lot of moving parts, and we will, sheriff will give updates as soon as it becomes available. But right now it's very active. So we have a lot of detectives and department members working on this.
Can I ask about the baby?
No comment on that right now until the autopsy is complete.
Do you know when autopsy is supposed to be done? Is it scheduled?
It is not scheduled yet.
Yeah, medical examiner is currently on the scene, so we'll know more later on that as well.
Any arrests yet?
Again, it's early in the investigation.
Any other things that you can tell us?
Unfortunately, there's nothing more. We don't believe that the citizens at large are in danger by any stretch of the imagination. It's a tragic time in our county, and hopefully this brings some closure to this awful incident.
Was she visible? Like you could just see her wherever she was found?
I'm not going to comment on that as well either at this time.
From what I understand, she
She's
was.
been deceased since the 3rd or 4th.
And those are details, again, that we can't comment on at this time, but hoping in the future that we can comment on that. But that's all the questions we're going to, unless anyone else has any questions, that's all we're going to answer today. Thank you very much.
So Rebecca's stepmother or adopted mother, she said, especially if you're local, if you see her or with her grandkids or anything, please do not approach her because she's doing everything she can in order to hold it together right now for her grandkids, and I completely understand that. So just please give them respect. This is the Manistee National Forest, and her body was found around 2:15. 2:15. During the other day. What's this? Oh yeah, they were going to. They had this live stream where they were going to live stream it, and they said shut it off. So they got literally about 2 minutes of recording, and then they had to kind of shut it off. So oh, you're fine. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you, honey. That's all the questions we're gonna not answer. Anyone else have any questions we cannot answer? Pretty much. All right, guys. Don't know what whole story since hospital, but sounds terrible. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay. Yeah, exactly. The public, they were really working hard on it. Okay, guys. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I do appreciate you. I will keep you guys up to date on this one. Yes, this story sounds very horrible. It is. Are you okay, Catherine or Sherry? What's going on? Hey, Anna Banana. Good to see you. A Canadian Cookie. I'll be live again here shortly in just a few minutes. This Anna death on Carnival Cruise Line is really bad. And also we're going to be covering Melody's case as well. Crazy. Also, there was another woman that was found, or not found, is missing, that was on a cruise. It's like, what's going on? Thank you so much, Eva. Appreciate you. Never ends. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Joe. Okay, guys, I'll be back in just, another one. Progressive. Yeah. Another. They don't know where she is at all. Hey, CZ. Good to see you, babe. All right, guys. I'll see you guys here shortly. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Much love, everyone.